Hey YouTube, it's Auntie Mickey. It's Friday night, no work in the morning, and a girlfriend of mine suggested Lay Brothers. Some of them songs from back in the day are so relevant now, it ain't even funny. Fight. Older dudes, not that much older, but let me just say this. The dude that took my virginity was 20 and I was 15. And that was the way it was back then. So you females that have daughters, don't forget they're by the grace of God as you. If you have daughters, they just reliving what you did. Or no, I won't say all of them. All of you. I can't say everybody did that. But that was I mean, a young girl, an adolescent girl, that's a big compliment in her mind, her immature mind. This older man wants me? Oh my God. Oh, I must be this. I must be that. No, you just some young punani. That's what you are. So, now that I've revealed all that personal information, it's okay. My husband already know. Because that's right after him right after all that, I met him. So, it all worked out. We're about 3 months apart. So no, he didn't rob the cradle. We raised each other. Okay, so sorry about that. Moving on. So now that I've camouflaged all that, oh, I forgot a step. I don't want to just leave that concealer there, you got to seal it. Okay, that's just the pressed powder. And that kind of camouflages everything. You take the pencil, little NARS pencil with the sharp tip. Try to keep it as sharp, semi-sharp. Because if you have a blunt one, it just, doesn't go on right. So, we're going to go just above the lip line. Not way up above the lip line, but just enough to give it some volume. If that makes any sense. Yeah. Name that group. 5 letters, starts with a D. Rhymes with bells. I think I went back to the golden oldies. I'm golden, but I'm not that golden. I can come up a little bit. I can hang with some 70s, and I can deal with some 80s too. Oh, but that right there. Oh! I'm back. I'm back. Get up off of that thing. Good old James. Hey. Okay, moving on. I got to say it. Music in my era was the best ever made. Y'all can argue with me if you want to. I don't care. We had all the talent. We had all the charisma. We had the flamboyant costumes. But people knew how to sing and write songs and play instruments. They didn't need auto-tune. Have you ever listened to Michael Jackson without auto-tune, without any music? Man. And James Brown is who Michael Jackson patterned his dance moves after. When him and his brothers auditioned at Motown, what you think the song was that they auditioned with? Baby, 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 baby. Little Michael was just bam, did splits. That was talent back then. We had Michael, we had Prince, we had Luther. Luther Vandross. Oh my goodness. We had the greats. And that music was timeless. We could understand the lyrics for the majority of the time. But we could understand what the songs were about. And this is the cool part about it. Back then, the young and the old listened to the same music. There was no, oh, that's that old stuff. That's that old. No, everybody was partying off of the same music. Old folks was kicking it off of James Brown, and so was the youngins. I mean, my grandfather, my dad, they was into James Brown. Well, my grandfather, he was into symphony music too. So, but anyway, he was real old. But man, music just brought generations together. It ain't like that no more. Even the hip hop is different nowadays. It's just mumbling right now. I'm not trying to knock it, because these young folks, that's what they like. Okay? But this, what's this chick's name? Crazy Red, or I don't know. Glowzilla. The talents in the booty that you paid for. Come on, man. This is music right here. And let me just add a little caveat to all that. These youngins is sampling off of our music. They sample off of our music. I guarantee you, if you can pull up one of your little songs that y'all play nowadays, I can guarantee you that the licks, the melodies that you hear in the background came from some old school, so, for real. Some old Parliament, Funkadelic, some old George Clinton, Bootsy Collins, Ohio Players, Isley Brothers, all them cats. Sly Stone. They was high as a Georgia pine, but guess what? In their highness, they were creative. Man, this music will never die. Never, never. Moving on. Okay, that's pretty decent. Barry White, that's who. And for y'all who don't know who Barry White is, the maestro. Whoo. I was listening to a song on my last video that I have to replace with this one here. He had a song called Love's Ballad. Oh, wait, was it Love? No. Love. Okay, now I'm being geriatric again. The name of his, it wasn't even a band. He had an orchestra. Love Symphony Orchestra. He directed it. He had strings, horns. Oh my God. Now that's gonna mess with my brain now, because that song was beautiful. No lyrics, just all music. Yeah, this one's kind of way back there. It'll do though. Isaac Hayes. It's alright, yeah. Oh, and we can't forget Marvin Gaye. Oh, oh no. Mm-mm. Music back then, it's like today. It's like the things that were going on back then, they wrote about that stuff. And if you look on the news these days or even on the internet, some of the stuff that Marvin Gaye wrote about is relevant today. What's going on? What's going on? Mm-mm-mm. All the shenanigans going on in Georgia. Excuse me. This Trump and Biden fiasco. Everything that's going on nowadays, it's like things are upside down. Wrong is right and right is wrong. And that's how it seemed back then. But today it's even more polarized. Ooh, I got it on my teeth. Now this will dry. Be on my teeth. Okay, so we got the lips done. LTD. This was the first group I ever saw in concert. I was 16 years old. It was August 28, 1978. That was the night that my husband's first two children were born. He had a set of twins, Anthony and Antonio. And I'll never forget, a bunch of us went to this concert. It was LTD and the Commodores. First time my grandparents let me out the house to go to a concert. And we're at the what's called the Climate Pledge Arena now. It was called the Coliseum then. We went to, me and my girlfriends, my husband, who wasn't my husband at the time, he was my boyfriend. We had just kind of started talking and stuff. He was seeing other people too, so we were not exclusive. But I remember being at that concert, and me and my girlfriends were at the very front, in front of the stage. And I remember hearing something over the loudspeaker. They were calling my husband's name to come to will call. And that was when he got the notification, you got to leave and go to the hospital. Your babies are about to be born. That's why I can remember the date. But this group, they opened for the Commodores. Jeffrey Osborne, the lead singer. Oh my God, this man's got a voice. He's got a voice today. Him and Peabo Bryson. And they opened for the Commodores and they blew the roof off. Commodores had to come correct. And at that time, Lionel Richie was still a member, but he was on his way to being a solo artist. That's when Commodores was their biggest. So yeah, that was my very first concert. And you know, I'm just talking so I can keep listening to this music. Let me check and do. Oh, oh, look at that! Look at that! Ha ha. That's it. See, what can I do to get that? Okay, I think I fixed it. to where it won't smear off on my teeth. I like to keep my white teeth white, not look like a vampire. Did I go that far back in the good oldies but goodies? Wilson Pickett. Backbone's broke now. Okay. Na 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 na. Where is my blush and my brush for the face? Where's my brush? There it is. NARS. And my poor little brush just coming apart like that. This ain't gonna take but a second. In the meantime, enjoy the music. Because I was talking about something earlier. I was talking about Fannie and that Young Thug case. That is such a debacle. I don't understand how this judge can have a meeting and he's only concerned about how this cat found out. Well, tell me who told you. And threw this joker in contempt of court. Didn't know the difference between criminal contempt and civil. He got his face broke, didn't he? But yeah, you would think that there's a mistrial coming. It should have already been there. Okay, so I'm going to start on that end up here. And then lightly bring it down just under the cheekbone to give an illusion of a deeper cheekbone. And I don't want it to be too dark. I don't